Hey guys, I'm Andrew and welcome back to the channel. The world is changing and words like crypto, Bitcoin, digital currency have become everyday words. But what does it all mean and how does it work? Stay tuned and I'll explain on this edition of Easy Money. Let's go back to the beginning. What is currency? Webster's dictionary defines currency as a means of exchange, method of payment, standard of value, store of wealth, and a unit of account. Simply put, it's a way to store and exchange value. And it's everywhere and has been a part of our lives since the beginning of time. The history of human beings using cash currency goes back 40,000 years. Over the millennia, its form has evolved from trading shells and beads to metal coins to paper money and now digital versions. And just as the world is full of hundreds of paper currencies from the US dollar to the Deutschmark, from the Japanese yen to the Indian rupee, the digital world has all kinds of currencies as well. Of course, the most well-known being Bitcoin and Ethereum, but there are so many more. One of the oldest issues with physical currency, whether it be paper or coin, is counterfeiting. In fact, counterfeiting is such a problem that if not controlled, it can topple entire economies. For this very reason, the US created the Secret Service in 1865. But what if there was a way you could build a currency system that prevents counterfeiting? Not only does it prevent counterfeiting, but it allows for easier exchange and keeps a written history of where that currency has been. Enter cryptocurrency. It derives its name from cryptology, or the study of writing codes. It's essentially a digital code that secures the information, making it nearly impossible to counterfeit or double spend. It has no central issuing authority like a government, no regulatory agency overseeing it, so that means there's no organization deciding when to make more, figuring out how many to produce, or investigating fraud. Nor does it need it. How does one acquire cryptocurrency? Well, it's no different than exchanging your US dollars for Japanese yen when you're on vacation, or when you'd go to the arcade and exchange your dollar for arcade tokens, like this vintage Chuck E. Cheese token. I know, I still have one. You simply convert your US dollars into Bitcoin, or whatever cryptocurrency you choose. Now, currency is only valuable if there's a place to spend it, right? Well, just as with paper money, some currencies are regarded more highly than others. For example, the US dollar is pretty much accepted anywhere in the world for the exchange of goods, where the Chilean peso may only be accepted in Chile or its neighboring countries. Today, you can use Bitcoin to purchase pretty much anything, from food to cars. With services like PayPal, your Bitcoin purchasing powers are limitless. But where does all the currency come from? Well, until 1933, most of the world's currency was backed by gold, a finite rare material that held value. And in 1973, the US finally pulled away from the gold standard altogether, and the US dollar is worth whatever the economy says it is. And now that currency isn't backed by a hard good, it's essentially just printed and distributed into the economy. Cryptocurrency is not printed. It only exists electronically. The currency is created through the solving of intricate mathematical equations known as mining. Every time an equation is solved, a piece of currency is created digitally. Whoever solved the equation gets to keep whatever they mined. Just like a gold or silver miner would work to get the precious metal from the earth, then trade that for goods, services, or other currency. Crypto is a new form of digital currency that is almost impossible to counterfeit and is mined into existence through the completion of highly intricate mathematical equations. Should you get your hands on some? Well, there's always been a market for buying and selling currency. The value of money fluctuates based on whatever economy it's in. For example, when I lived in Chile, I had to convert my US dollars into Chilean pesos in order to buy goods and services. But I would watch the market and wait to exchange my dollar at a time I could get the most pesos for my dollar. For the most part, the exchange rate was about $1 US for 600 Chilean pesos. Every once in a while, the value would fluctuate and go up to around 700 pesos or so, and that's when I'd make the trade. That way I'd get 700 pesos for my dollar instead of 600, giving me more buying power at the almacén. I think the important thing to remember with my time in Chile is that I knew for certain that I'd be able to use every peso I received. I knew that local markets and shopkeepers would accept that currency and that the currency had real value. Currently, there are over 6,000 cryptocurrencies, with more being created each day. And all currencies aren't created equal. You have stable crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum that I believe will be around for a long time and are just in the infancy of their lives. And you have cryptocurrencies that were created as a joke that have gained popularity like Dogecoin. Ultimately, due to Dogecoin's structure, I don't think it's a long-term currency that will stand the test of time. But it sure makes for some fun buzz around the office. To the moon! For the most part, all cryptocurrencies are in their infancy stage. With that said, the volatility of these currencies is high. Take Bitcoin, for example. It can be worth $36,000 one day, $48,000 the next, and back down to $38,000 a day later. I do believe that cryptocurrency, primarily Bitcoin and Ethereum, are the future of currency. But I do not believe they're stable enough at this point to risk more than 1 to 2% of your wealth in them. I also believe that if this is your first video trying to gain understanding about cryptocurrency, you should probably continue to learn about it and how it works before you dive in deeper. There's a lot more to cryptocurrency and it can get pretty intricate and exciting. There are so many possibilities with cryptocurrency. It is exciting. I highly encourage you to continue to learn about it and how it functions. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, please tap that like button and share this with your friends and family. And please, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of that easy money. I'm Andrew, this is Easy Money, and now it's time to invest in yourself.